Hello, welcome to your 45-minute workout. Today we are actually going to do all low body, and you have two options for this one. You can either use a mini loop resistance band that you can put around just above your knees, or you can do it with body weight. We're going to go through three rounds, I believe. So I will do the first round with the band on, and then for the sake of demoing how different things will look without a band, spoiler alert, not that different. I'll do round two with no band so you can see that. But if you have a resistance band, I would choose like a medium or heavy resistance band, something that's meant for low body, nothing too light or else it's gonna really go up your legs while you're working out, and it's not gonna give you that much resistance. As long as you can do things like fire hydrants, clams laying on your side, squats, there's some things that will happen on the floor, some things that will happen standing, you should be good. It's gonna be a big glute burner, this one. Let's get you warm. So we're gonna find some space, and we're gonna start with your jumping jacks, arms all the way up and all the way down if you wanna do low impact like me, because if you missed it, I doubt you missed it, I say it in every video, I'm 4 months pregnant, so I'm going low impact. We've got side lunges in 3, 2, 1. Stay nice and wide, bend one knee at a time, hinge at the hips. See if you can tap the opposite foot nice and wide so we get that inner thigh stretch, but we're also really waking up the outer glutes. 3, 2, 1, kick toes. Stand up nice and tall, kick. See if you can tap the opposite toe. Just a warning, guys, Sully has been mega needy lately. He does not leave my side during these workouts now. 3, 2, 1, skater steps. I'm sure part of it is not about me at all, and it's about him just wanting bones that my parents brought him for Christmas, and he knows are in here. 10 seconds. See, it's not about us. It's about the cover. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, hip opener. Stand up tall, open up that hip, take it back, switch to the other side. Just getting those hips ready. Lots of hip and glute work today. 8 more seconds. Little bit of cardio sprinkled in too. I forgot to mention that. In 3, 2, 1, squats. Feet shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. Sit back on your heels. Drop that butt. Chest nice and high. Knees following the line of the toes. 5 more seconds. Then we've got some butt kicks. 3, 2, 1, butt kicks. Heels to your butt. Nice little jog. Low impact with me is just going to be right here. Stepping it out. 10 seconds. Waking up those legs, especially those quads. And then in 5 seconds, we'll stretch them out. 3, 2, 1, grab your foot, bring it up to your butt. 2 or 3 seconds, not too long, and then switch. So we want to keep it pretty dynamic. We don't want to turn it into a static stretch. Just a couple seconds, and then we keep moving. Watch your pace. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, side bends and twist. Side bend each way, and then a twist each way, rotating the upper body. Nice oblique stretch, and just getting that back warmed up, ready to go. Oh my goodness, he is such a character. 5 seconds, then some arm circles in 3, 2, 1, arm circles. Big circles back, loosen up your shoulders. A few more here. And then give me some open and hugs. Alternate which arm hugs on top. Stretch out your chest and your back. 5 more seconds. Then some inchworm push-ups. In 3, 2, 1, inchworm push-ups. Touch your toes. Walk forward to your plank. Give me a push-up on your toes or your knees, and then walk back in. Do it again. 8 seconds. Then we're going to do downward dog plank T opens. You're making this very difficult. Do you know that? 3, 2, 1, downward dog. Pull through to your plank. T opens right and left. Keep going through that combo. Downward dog, nice stretch in the back of the legs. Pull through to your plank. T opens right and left. From this one, we're actually going to go back to downward dog again, but this time into pigeon. So drive one knee forward, sit down or lay down, whatever is comfy. Just kind of stretching out those glutes. You can sit up or lay, and then let's go back to downward dog again. And this time we're going to go over to the other side. So draw that knee forward, back leg is straight out behind you. sitting down or laying down. And then one more time back to downward dog, but this time we're just gonna rock from downward dog into your plank for your deep lunge, twisting reach towards that front leg, then back to your plank, and over to the other side for the same thing. If that feels like too much, you can always bend the back knee. So you come, watch everybody, all fours, and then you take a step. But a nice big rotation towards that front leg. From this one, let's go into cat to cow. So hands and knees, we're gonna arch the back, look up at the ceiling, and then round the back, look at your legs. Take your time, stretching out that back, especially the low back, especially if you sit a lot throughout the day, releasing any tension. And from this one, let's go into child's pose to cobra. So sit right back onto your feet. And then we're gonna pull through, drop the hips, drop the shoulders, look up at the ceiling. If that feels like too big of a stretch, you can do it on your forearms instead of your hands. So you would just come through like this instead of on your hands. Back and forth again. And then from this one, we're gonna push all the way back to your little crouch. 3 pulse hamstring stretch, so give me 3 pulses in your crouch, and then straighten the leg, stay as close to the floor as you can, and then come back down and do it again. If you wanna make this more intense for the hamstrings, you can peel the toes off the floor, but maybe that's just crazy talk. Let's do one more. And then give me a nice, slow, gentle roll up and relax. All right, we are ready to get into your circuit, your one and only circuit today. So we're gonna step right into your band if you're using one. Again, if you don't have a band, this workout is still for you. You can do body weight, you're still gonna feel it, I promise. It just makes it harder with the band. So if you're looking for an extra challenge for that low body, pop that band on just like half an inch or an inch above your knees. And we're gonna come down on the floor. Now in round 1, you're gonna get the most rest. We're gonna rest after every single move so that I can demo what's coming next and we can get in position. So your first move, beep, 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 is gonna be 30 seconds of fire hydrants. We're gonna stay on one leg. So even when we rest, don't switch legs, staying on the same leg for like a few moves, okay? And then we'll do the other side. Beep, beep, beep. And we're gonna lift up this knee and the foot together. You ready? So open it up and then take it back down. Open it up and take it back down. Nice flat back, strong core supporting that back. Head is in line with the spine. And we are really feeling that glute of the working leg. Fighting that band if you have one on. In 10 seconds, you get some rest and we get a new move. So the knee and the ankle are traveling together. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. This time we're gonna do the same move, fire hydrant, but we're gonna add a leg extension. So when we come up, we're gonna kick that leg out to the side and then rebend it and then come down. The hard part is keeping that height, even though we're straightening out the leg. You gotta come over here, over here, over here. Do, do, do. Let's go. Fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, and down. Fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, and down. So see, the hard part is when we extend that leg, and especially when we rebend it, that knee so badly wants to drop, but we've got to fight to keep that height. 10 more seconds. Really working those glutes, even the supporting leg. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're still on that leg for one more move. I'm gonna go from the side so you can see a little better if Sully moves. We're gonna straighten one leg out and we're just gonna do kickbacks, little lips up and down. Now just if you have like a band that's the same material as mine, just watch that it doesn't ride up your legs, up and down. If it does, it's fine. Just roll it back down or keep moving, roll with it. But squeeze that glute. So sometimes what people, Sully, what people want to do, Sully, keep going with your kickbacks, you gotta move, buddy, is they want to arch the back to get that lift from the kickbacks, 10 more seconds, but we don't want to do that. We want to use the glute to lift. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now we get to switch to the other side. So all 3 of those moves, fire hydrants, fire hydrant leg extension, and kickbacks on the other leg. Here we go. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Just the fire hydrant. So that's just the knee and the ankle traveling together. Just opening and closing for 30 seconds. So everything here is pretty much 30 seconds on. 15 seconds rest for your first round. There are some moves that are a little bit quicker, where we're just doing like pulsing or circles or something, where it's more like 15 seconds. But for the most part, 30 seconds on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So relax, you've got 15 seconds. Next up, fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, then come back down. You still have 8 seconds to rest. Relax those legs. In 5, 3, 2, 1, fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, and down. Fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, and down. Keep going. Remember, trying to get that height and trying to maintain that height even when that leg straightens and rebends. Keeping a nice flat back, strong core supporting that low back. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up are kickbacks. So again, coming to all 4 position, but this time the working leg is going to straighten out, and we're just going to lift and drop it. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. So, oh, see, I'm sliding. There we go. Lift and drop. So very small, just squeezing that glute to really lift and drop that leg. If you're going body weight, there's no band. You can probably come up higher. You don't have to risk the band sliding, like mine is sliding right now. 10 seconds. If you have a fabric band, this is so much better for it because they don't roll. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now we're going to come into a kneeling squat. So all we're going to do is sit our butt down on our feet, and we're going to spread our knees a little bit, just like shoulder width apart, and we're just going to sit up and come back down. But I want you to squeeze the glutes and push the hips forward. 3, 2, 1. So push forward and then sit back down. Squeeze those glutes like you're trying to bring your butt cheeks together. There's like a toonie in there and you can't lose it. 20 seconds. Keep fighting that band, so keep those knees apart. Nice big squeeze. Push those hips forward. All that power coming from the low body. Can I help you, sir? 7 seconds. Go lay down. Go lay down. 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're going to go into plank jack. So we're going to come into a plank position, hands and toes, and we're going to jump, or for low impact, step, alternating one leg out to the side. If that feels like too much, or like being in a plank is too much and you're more of a knee plank kind of person, then hold your plank on your knees. Ready? Let's go. So plank, jump out and in. Low impact, we're just going to step one foot out to the side at the time. Keep going with whatever version works for you. If that feels like too much, you can always just hold the plank, or you can always drop to your knees, lean the weight forward so you're still in your plank, but on your knees. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Now we're going to come onto our side. So whatever side you want to start with, we're going to lay there in sort of a relaxed position. I'm on my forearm. My knees are just in a gentle bend, sort of like a 45-degree angle. I'm going to lift up, driving through this bottom knee. I'm going to pick up my hip and my top leg. Ready? Let's try. Up here, and then come back down. So this hip comes off the floor, the top leg comes up, and then we come back down. If that feels like too much, ignore that top leg. Just come up and down. If it still feels like too much, you can use your arm to help you. If it still feels like too much, use your arm and extend the top leg to help you. 10 seconds, but if you can, both hip and top leg. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to do little clams. So we're going to lay on our side. Legs are still here at that gentle bend, and we're going to open up the knees, spreading them apart, keeping the feet tucked together. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Open it up, little squeeze of the glute, bring it back together. Squeeze that glute. Now, if you don't have a band on, you have to work a little bit harder for this one. You really have to squeeze and flex that top glute to feel it. 15 seconds down, 15 to go, keeping those feet together, fighting that band, nice big open, bring it back. 7 seconds, don't forget that flex, bringing those butt cheeks together. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're going to take the legs up higher. So I want your legs to be at 90 degrees, your thighs straight across, shin straight down, and now we're going to lift the knee and the ankle together. So instead of keeping the feet glued, they both get to travel. 3, 2, 1, open it up, bring it back. Good. So we're still doing that flex. We're still doing that squeeze, and I'm keeping my body weight forward. So even though that leg is opening up and pulling back, it's not pulling my body. That way, we'll really be able to feel that top glute, and whew, I can feel it. I hope you can feel it too. Fighting against that band, 10 more seconds, 5 more seconds, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Now we're going to extend this top leg. So just kick it out straight. Bottom leg just stays where it is. It's right out in front of me, and I'm just going to lift it up and down. Obviously, the band gives me that extra resistance to fight against, but the lift, regardless, band or no band, is little. Ready? So just lift up and down. Very subtle, and my foot is just relaxed. So don't worry about like flexing it or pointing it. It's just kind of like chilling. Just a little lift and a drop. 15 seconds, and this is one of those moves where we actually have a little add-on after it. We're going to keep it up, and we're going to do some little circles. So in 10 seconds, we're going to hold it up in the air, and we're going to do little tiny circles for 15 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, keep it up, little circles. Just very small circles, just kind of fighting the top of that band. And in 8 seconds, we get to rest. You're very close. 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. We're going to switch to the other side. So flip it over. The first move is your sideline hip raise. So we're coming to our forearm, and we're doing a gentle bend in the knees. So just a relaxed bend, and we're driving through this bottom knee, lifting the hip. Ready? Let's go. So up and down. So the bottom hip and the top leg are lifting up and down. We can feel that bottom hip and glute like crazy. Obviously, we can feel the top one a little bit too, because we're fighting that band and we get a little bit of oblique. So a nice move. And remember, if you're modifying, you can just take away that top lift. You can use your arm, or you can use your arm and extend that top leg. Whatever you need to do. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going into little clams, so keep the legs where they are, but you can just lay totally down, relax and chill, and this is one where we keep the feet glued and we just separate the knees. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, open it up and close it. Squeeze. Fight that band. Nice big squeeze. We're here for 30 seconds. You're already 10 deep, 20 seconds to go. We want to feel those legs, find that burn. It shouldn't take long. I was like first move, feeling that burn. 10 seconds. In 5 seconds, you get some rest, and we're going to switch those legs. 3, 2, 1. Take them up to 90 degrees, so thighs straight across, shin straight down. Make sure that body weight is forward. We're going into our big clam, so this time the feet or the top foot travels with that knee. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, open it up and bring it back. Open it up and bring it back. Ooh, I'm getting some little hip cracks in there. A little bit of extra. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. Really feeling that top glute, lighting a little fire in that low body. In 10 seconds, we get to rest. Work for that rest. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds, we're going to do our top leg lift. So just take this top leg, straighten it out, right out in front of you, foot is relaxed. We're going to do our leg lift. So just a very tiny, subtle lift, just kind of like above this hip. In 3, 2, 1, up and down. As soon as you kind of start fighting that band, if you have one on, and then you can come back down, just a little fight. And we're controlling the lift and the drop. So I don't want you to just throw that leg around. I want you to actively lift it and control the drop. So fight on the way up and on the way down. In 10 seconds, you know what's happening. We're going into our circles. We got it. We're almost through round 1. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, stay up, little circles, just very tiny circles around and around, fighting the top of that band, or if you don't have a band on, just feeling that burn. 5 seconds, then we get to stand. 3, 2, 1, holy Charlie horse. 15 seconds, hop on up, or very slowly find your way up. Now we're gonna do a few standing moves. So we're gonna start with just squats. So keep the band where it is. Nice comfy squat stance like in your warm up. And let's just go down and up. So squat and stand. So the band just makes it a little bit harder, and it's actually really good if you're struggling with your squat form, and if the part of your squats that you're struggling with is the knees are collapsing inward, especially as you start to rise back up. That's a very common problem with people trying to nail their squat form. The band is a really good reinforcer to remind you, knees out, knees out, knees out, push against that band. 5 seconds, then we stay at the bottom for pulses. 3, 2, 1, pulse it out. Stay at the bottom, little mini squats, just pulses. As soon as you start coming up, come back down, fighting against that band. 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds, I'm gonna go to one side of my mat. If you have some space, go to one side. Actually, we'll just go side to side, 1 rep each. So even if you're in a small space, it's okay. So we're gonna find a squat and we're gonna stay low, 1 step, then the next. Ready? Let's try. So low, step it right. Bring it not all the way in. If you don't have a band, you can bring it all the way in. But if you have a band, I just don't want you to lose that band, that connection. So as close as you can without like totally losing your band. 15 seconds. If you're not feeling those legs, get lower. Get wider in that step. 10 seconds. Staying at the same level the whole time. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, we're gonna do jumping jacks. So the band is just gonna make it harder, more resistance on those legs. If you want low impact, I'll join you. I'll just do like a rep or 2 to get the high impact started, and then we'll go. 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Low impact, we're right here. And if you've got that band on, just getting that little outer glute burn with that cardio. And the good news is, this is your last move in round 1. So in 5 seconds, we get to rest. 3, 2, 1, rest. Keep your band on if you're using a band. I'm just gonna take mine off so I can demo low impact so people can see if things look or feel a little bit different like that. But otherwise, we're back at it again. The only difference this round, so back to all 4s, is that there is minimal rest. So we're gonna go from like 1 move pretty much right into the next, unless we require some changing of positions, okay? So we're back to all 4 fire hydrants, whatever leg you're starting with, in 3, 2, 1. Open it up, bring it back. Open it up, bring it back. Fighting that band if you've got a band on. And if you went through round 1 and like say you were using a medium band and it just didn't feel hard enough, you felt like you could do more, take that medium band off. Put a heavy band on. If you were doing body weight, but you have a band and you feel like you could do more, put that band on. 3, 2, 1, at the leg extension, right into it. Fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, come back down. Fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, come back down. So the difference in these 2 moves, body weight to band, is not very much. You're doing the exact same move. Sometimes you can get a little bit of extra height, body weight, because you're not fighting that resistance. So let your body take you within the range of motion that feels comfy for you. 5 seconds, then right into your kickbacks. 3, 2, 1, straighten that leg up and down. Now this is probably your biggest difference between band and body weight. With the body weight, you can usually get much higher. Now here's some tips. If you are feeling low back tension, so number 1, make sure you're not going like this and arching the back to get that flow. But if just regular form is bothering you, come to your forearms and try there. That'll give you a more like even line. 3, 2, 1, switch sides, fire hydrants. And can be gentle on your back. And you can even do it here. If like this is not feeling good, you can try coming down to your forearms instead of on your hands. Whatever feels good, as long as you're moving those legs, as long as you're feeling a good, healthy burn in that low body, I am so happy. 10 seconds, then we're continuing, but we're adding that leg extension. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, add the leg extension. Fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, and down. I gotta move over so you guys can see my legs in the white background. The door makes it so hard. 18 seconds. Then we're gonna go into some kickbacks. More than halfway through this one, keep that height. I know it's hard. I know it wants to drop that leg, but fight through it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Kick back, straighten that leg, lift up and down. Getting that height, but without sacrificing that form. Nice flat back, giving all that work to the glute on your hands, if that's comfy, on your forearms, if you want to shift. 10 seconds, then we're going to go right into kneeling squats. No rest, but once you get through the kneeling squats, then we get to rest. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Kneeling squats. Oh no, I gave you guys my first lie. There's no rest yet. The kneeling squats, I usually give myself allowance of like 1 lie per class. I'm not an instructor that likes to lie. I like to tell you guys exactly what's coming. Everybody knows my style. Everybody knows what, there's 3 rounds. This is what it's gonna look like. But sometimes I forget what's happening. So in 5 seconds, we have plank jacks. In 3, 2, 1, into your plank jacks. Hands and toes, jump it out and in, or low impact step it. If that feels like too much, you're just gonna hold your plank, or you're gonna hold your plank on your knees, and you're gonna make sure your hips are in front of your knees. Way more than halfway through it, feeling those abs, feeling those legs. 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, rest. Now we're on to our sideline hip raise. So come to your forearm, relax legs, little gentle bend. We're gonna come up and down. You've got a bunch of moves back to back, so just stay with me. 3, 2, 1, up and down. Up and down. So really driving through that bottom knee, squeezing that bottom glute and pushing that hip up. If you can lift that top leg, awesome. And remember, your modifications are just taking a hand down, taking that top knee, not lifting that one, and or extending the top leg. 10 seconds, then little clamps. So the only change is we lay flat in 5, 3, 2, 1. Lay flat, glue the feet, open it up, bring it back. Now, if you have a band on, it's very easy to feel this move. There's resistance, you have to fight it, you're gonna feel it. If you don't have a band on, this is one of the moves where I really need you to squeeze that glute. Don't lift this leg up, squeeze that glute to initiate that movement so it moves your leg. 10 seconds, then big clamps. So we're gonna take the legs up to 90 degrees in 5, 3, 2, 1. Come up to 90 and then open that top leg and the foot and then close it. Another one where it's very easy to feel this if you've got a band on. If you don't have a band, I need you to find that mind muscle connection. I need you to squeeze that glute, find that flex, find that burn as you open. Make sure that body weight is leaning forward so that you can really feel that glute. And then in 7 seconds, we're gonna extend this top leg and we're gonna do our leg lifts. 3, 2, 1. Extend that top leg, lift it up and down. Up and down. Regardless of band or body weight, this is such a burner move. Nice and subtle, just very little, a tiny lift and drop. But oh boy, we can really feel that top glute. We're here for 30 seconds. You're way more than halfway through it. You only have 10 seconds left, then we've got our circles, and then we get to rest before we switch sides. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Little circles. Very tiny circles, just like the size of a baseball or a softball. In 8 seconds, you get to rest and switch. Oh my gosh, that burn. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh, holy smokes. How am I going to walk my dog after this? Whew. I'm going to need a scooter. 5 seconds, sideline leg lifts in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Or sideline hip lifts, sorry. 30 seconds here, up and down. Drive through that bottom knee. Adjust as needed, so you can use those modifications if you need them. That's what they're there for. This is your workout, your body, your rules, okay? So make it work for you, and every day is different. Some days we feel fresh, we feel good, we feel strong. Some days we feel like a bump on a log. 5 seconds, little clams. 3, 2, 1. Lay it down. Feet are glued. Squeeze that toonie together. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. 20 seconds, then we're gonna take the legs up to 90 degrees for our big clams. We are getting there in 10. See if you can squeeze in at least 2 more. 3, 2, 1, 90 degrees, lean that weight forward, open it up and close it. Open it up and close it. Knee and foot traveling together. Still squeezing that glute, still squeezing that toonie. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. Then we're extending our top leg out right in front of us for our top leg lifts in 10. Keep going, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, extend that top leg out, leg lifts up and down. Foot is just relaxed, little lift up and down, but we're controlling that lift and that drop. So none of this, nope, all of this. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. And then we've got some circles in 10. Almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Give me those little circles. Now we've got 12 seconds here. Then we get to rest. We get to stand up. 8 more seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Find your way up. Going into our standing moves, so we have our squats into our squat pulses in 8 seconds. So find a nice comfy squat stance. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, down and up. Squat and stand. Squat and stand. Now, if we have the band on, again, it's an awesome reinforcer for good squat form. So if you're body weight, I want you to really think about those knees traveling along the line of your toes. And even as we stand, we don't want that buckle to help us come back up. We want to push those knees out, use that glute strength to help you come back up. 10 seconds. In 5 seconds, we're going to stay at the bottom. We're going to pulse it out. 3, 2, 1, get to the bottom, pulse it out. Now, this is going to be a little tricky because there's minimal rest in here, remember? So in 8 seconds, we're doing squat side steps. So we have to stay low again and go side to side in 3, 2, 1, squat, step it. Nice and wide, cover some distance, stay low. Now, if you have a band on, you might not be able to bring your feet all the way together. That's totally fine. Keep that resistance and just do it here. If your body weight, all the way out, all the way in. In 15 seconds, jumping jacks, jump it or step it. In 10, in 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Jump it if you can, step it for low impact. If you have a band on, you're gonna be feeling the cardio component and the low body burn. If we don't have a band on, it's mostly cardio. If you're jumping, you'll probably feel your calves. 8 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, that was round 2 of 3. You can grab a quick sip of water, shake it out. We have one more round, but it is a speed round. So in the first 2 rounds, pretty much everything was 30 seconds. This time, everything is 20 seconds. If it was 15, it's now 10. So back to your all 4 fire hydrants, whatever leg you're starting with, band, body weight, whatever you got, in 3, 2, 1, open it up and close it. This is our last round, guys, so make it count. You've already been through 27 minutes of this circuit. You've got a little over 7 minutes to go, including rest and including both sides. 5 seconds, then we add the extension. 3, 2, 1, fire hydrant, leg extension, rebend, and down. You guys did this for 30 seconds for 2 rounds. You can handle 1 round at 20 seconds. Easy peasy. 10 seconds, then your kickbacks. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, kick back. Straighten that leg, lift up and down. Little lifts or big lifts if you're going body weight, but use those glutes. Leave that low back out of it. In 8 seconds, right into the other side, fire hydrants. 5, 3, 2, 1. Other side, fire hydrants. Open it up and close it. 20 seconds here. Every single rep is getting you closer to being done. Every single rep is getting you closer to being totally done with this move. In 7 seconds, we add the leg extensions. 3, 2, 1. Add the leg extension. Fire hydrant. Kick it out. Rebend. Bring it back down. Fire hydrant. Extend. Rebend. Down. 10 seconds down. 10 seconds to go. Next up, you're going into your kickbacks. Keep these fire hydrants going for 5, 3, 2, 1. Kick back. Straighten that leg. Lift it up and down. Up and down. Fire hydrants are done. Fire hydrant leg extensions are done. Kickbacks are almost done. 8 seconds, then we go right into your kneeling squats. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Knees out, sit down on those feet, squeeze those glutes, push the hips forward to come up and down. Second last move before you get your first rest of round 3. In 10 seconds, take it forward to your plank, hands and toes, jumping or stepping those legs out. 3, 2, 1. Find that plank. Jump or step the legs out. Maintaining that plank the whole time, lifting up from the pelvic floor into the spine, flexing those abs, but breathing through that flex. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Onto your side, side lying hip raise. So find that forearm, gentle bend in the knees. You've got 7 seconds, then we're ready to lift up and down. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up and down. Up and down. In 15 seconds, we're gonna lay flat on your side. We're gonna go into your little clams. I'm getting sweaty. I'm feeling those legs. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lay down. Keep those feet glued. Let's go, let's go. Whew, we're getting close now. We only have 4 minutes left, including rest. In 10 seconds, legs up to 90 degrees, big clams. My position, I guess I could put my arm here. I really look like I'm chilling at the beach or in a modeling shoot. And legs up, big clams. Open it up and down. Open it up and down. Now we're gonna be here for another 10 seconds. Then we're gonna extend the top leg for your leg lifts. We've got time for a couple more here. 3, 2, 1. Extend that top leg, lift it up and down. Up and down. Use that muscle. You got it. 10 seconds is gone. 10 seconds is left. Next up, we're doing your circles. In round 1 and 2, they were 15 seconds. In this round, they're only 10. 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. 10 seconds, little tiny circles. Around and around you go. And then in 5 seconds, we rest to switch sides. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's switch sides. Same thing on the other side. So starting with your side lying hip raise. So come onto your forearm, gentle bend in the knees. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Up and down. Drive through that bottom leg. Squeeze those glutes. Use those hip muscles. Up and down. Now in 10 seconds, lay flat time. Clam time. 7 seconds. Ooh, some seafood linguine would be good right now. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Is that what you guys were thinking about? Do you guys think about food while you exercise? Breathe through it. In 10 seconds, we're going into our big clam. So we're going to take the legs up to 90 degrees and we're going to let the foot travel with that knee in 5, 3, 2, 1. Take it up, open it up, and bring it back. Weight is forward. So really press your body into that top hand. Now in 10 seconds, extending the leg, the top leg, for your leg lifts. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Extend it. Give me those top leg lifts. We are so close to being done with the laying portion. 15 more seconds here. Then we've got our circles. Then we get to rest And we get to stand. 8 more seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Take it up, little circles. Little tiny circles, around and around you go. 5 seconds, then it's rest time. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Find your way up into a standing position. We only have a little over a minute to go. Next up is squats. So take the feet to shoulder width or a little bit wider in 5, 3, 2, 1, down and up. Oh, our little friend is back. I thought we lost you. 15 seconds, then we're gonna pulse at the bottom. In 10. Keep going, perfect timing for 2 or 3 more. 3, 2, 1, pulse it out. Little pulses. In 8 seconds, squat side steps. 5, 3, 2, 1, side to side, stay low, wide step, all the way together if you're not using a band. Back and forth. Watch out, buddy, watch out. 10 seconds. It's really causing some traffic collisions here. 5 seconds, then jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks, jump it or step it. Last move energy. Whew, we're almost at our stretch. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Way to go. Let's stretch it out. Let's go onto our back, and we're gonna cross one leg over the other. You stay there. It's gonna be very hard to see me. Cross your ankle over the other thigh and pull that thigh in towards you. If you wanna make it harder, you could grab behind the shin instead of the thigh, or you could use your elbow to push away that knee. 5 seconds, then we'll do the other side. 3, 2, 1. Cross the other leg over. Just that ankle crossing over the other leg. I'm gonna go the other way so you can see me a little better. That's better. And we're gonna stay here for 5 more seconds. Nice glute and hip stretch here. 3, 2, 1. Take your legs out. Then we're gonna take one foot and we're gonna try to take it over to the, or one knee to the opposite side. And then if you can, you're gonna reach and look away from it. If that feels like too big of a stretch, that's totally fine, do what you can. But just wherever feels comfy. In 3, 2, 1, sweep over to the other side. So take the other knee over to the other side, reaching and looking away from it. No, silly. Feeling that glute of the crossed over leg and a nice stretch in that low back too. In 3, 2, 1, we're gonna come to a seated position, and I'm just gonna have you brace your hands behind your back, and you're gonna cross one ankle over that thigh again, but in a seated position this time. Now, if you can, you're gonna push yourself up as close as you can to that leg and actively push that knee away from you. If this feels like too big of a stretch, you can do it standing. And let's try the other side. This is like one of my favorite hip stretches. So if you're like the inside of your hip is ever tight, try this one. Stay there for 10 more seconds, really sitting up as close as you can, really pushing that knee away from you. In 5 seconds, we're gonna do more inner thighs, more hips. 3, 2, 1. Take the bottoms of your feet together into a butterfly stretch, knees out to the side. Now use your elbows to push your knees away as you try to take your body forward. Now, if you can take your head all the way to your feet, bless you, what a talent, but I don't think that's happening for me today. In 3, 2, 1, let's go into pigeon. So I'm gonna keep one knee forward. I'm gonna sweep one leg back. I'm gonna keep that leg behind me nice and straight. Now you can lay forward if that feels better for you. You know me, I like to sit up. I like to use my hips, my body weight to push my hips down. But whatever feels good, as long as you can feel the glute and the hips. 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna slide this leg back. And I'm gonna take the other leg forward to do the other side. So front knee is bent, back leg is straight. I'm feeling the glute and the hip of this front bent knee. In 5 seconds, we'll go into downward dog. 3, 2, 1, tuck your toe under to make some space, and we'll just reach through the heels into downward dog. Nice stretch all along the back of your legs, all those like jumping jacks, all the plank jacks, stretching out those legs, and then we'll gently walk the hands and the feet together, and we'll stay there for a second. Take a nice deep breath. And then gentle bend of the knees and a slow roll up. We are done. We did it. Thank you so much for sweating with me. Again, this week I've paired together the 45-minute workout with our speed sweat. They pair really well together. So if you have extra time, you can do that one too. Otherwise, space them out. But let me know what you thought.